Hey, yo, what's good? Hey, when they introduced clips to the Maschine workflow, I know that the first inclination that people did was uh, in the song arrangement portion of it to introduce, some random change ups. The first thing that came to mind for me was finally being able to do a full blown remix straight up within Maschine, not using anything else, and then exporting that. And so that's what I did when I was beta testing it. While other people were trying to figure out the clips, I went straight for a full on remix. And I'm gonna walk y'all through the process that I use to do it. And let's jump into it. All right, so the first thing I do is I give y'all a taste of what I was originally remixing. This is a joint off of the album that me and my man Peter Sparker just released. So this is it right here.
Check it out. Rhodium. It's probably not what you expecting to hear from an AT-alien. When Peter Sparker give you music that you want to play again. I slay a friend, I slay a foe. That foe becomes a fan where the friend's supposed to go. Some of you are.
Alright, so the first thing I did was isolated the vocals since I had them. And then I'm left with this.
Check it out. Rhodium. This probably not what you expecting to hear from an AT-alien. When Peter Sparker give you music that you want to play again. I slay a friend, I slay a foe.
Now, hold on, let me turn this camera around real quick. So since I already had the vocals and I already got a BPM because I originally did it. So what I did was, since I had the vocals in Bitwig, and in this case, they were already processed. So we talking EQing, effects, any automation, any panning, any of that. I exported a 2-track mix. And then I took that 2-track mix and I put that in Maschine. So we'll come back in a moment and I'll play it for you in Maschine and then show you what I did. So I'm gonna let this rock for a minute, but I'm gonna talk through it. So check it out. What I did, right? Let me stop this real quick so y'all can. So this right here, this last track, is the one where I brought in Peter Sparker's vocals. Let me change the height of this real quick and make it twice as high. Oops, that's the wrong one. Yeah, okay. So here it's represented in mono, but it's actually a stereo track. This is his vocals here. Let me show you what was key though. If I come out of this and go back to pad mode. So what I did was I brought his vocals in as audio and then I converted it to a clip. And this right here is important. I had to make sure that I had the tempo right, which is 90. Of course, my phone is going to act stupid and not be clear. But anyway, the vocals were at 90 beats per minute. And the other key thing was right here, I got the set. I had the length set to 164 beats. What I was noticing, because the way that I typically build my tracks in Maschine is I use the ideas view and I start building across. But every time that I would create the next scene, it was cutting off his vocals. So I had to keep going back to his vocals and extending the length until as I built the song, I would then come back to track G or 7 and re-extend the length of his vocals. Now, I'm thinking that one day they'll come with a track level, so it'll just lock in. But with having his vocals in there like this, I was able to just build the song around it. And what's dope is I could just jump around in the song. So if I come up to this point, so see, it just goes wherever you are. I can solo them out.
I slay a friend, I slay a foe. That foe becomes a fan where the friend's supposed to go. Some of you already know where the damage of the flow and how people get excited and start yelling out, go, go. I hope you're not wearing a GoPro camera. You don't want people to witness how big the damage you do you.
Alright, let me flip this back around real quick. So it took some getting used to because it was my first time messing with it. And I think that I was using the clips function in a way that it may not have been designed for. But right out the gate, I was thinking remix. So if you have your vocals already stretched, already mangled, already processed, regardless of the DAW that you use, feel free to bring them in Maschine. And the dope thing is, when you bring it in as audio, you can then alter the tempo. And because it has live time stretching, you don't have to stick with that original tempo. So, and I'm just thinking of this right now, I'm going to pull up another beat that's way faster. And I'm just going to drop his vocals on it real quick, just so you can hear what does it sound like? And then I'll cut this off because this video is already longer than it needs to be. All right, so I got up a different beat here. This is his vocals on my hard drive. I'm gonna drop it right in there on one pad. As you can see, it creates the clip. I'm gonna change this tempo to 90. And in order to make it the length of the beat, because the beat is already made, I'm going to drag it out. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
This beat is at 102.
Rhodium, it's probably not what you expected to hear from an ATA. Peter Sparker give you music that you want to play again. I slay a friend, I slay a foe. That foe becomes a fan where the friend's supposed to go. Some of you already know where the damage of the flow and how people get excited and start yelling out, go, go.
So you see how easy that is. Mess with it. So if you want to hear the full version of either one of those songs, we just dropped our album on the 30th of October. Peter Sparker, Chillin In The Matrixx. Y'all know I was going to give y'all a shameless plug. I can't do all this without doing that. So anyway, mess with it, mess with the clips, bring in them vocals, and stream our album. I get up.